I asked my son this question the other day. He didn't have an answer for it. Maybe you do. What do you get when you cross an albino man with a white rhino? What do you get when you cross an albino with a white rhino? You get a dead albino. It don't matter what color the man is. If he attacks a rhinoceros, he's gonna lose. Just something to think about. In case you're an albino in the jungle and you see a white rhino running after you, you might want to change colors or run or climb a tree. Anything but try to cross them. Some things you just don't want to cross. Like the street, for instance. If there are a lot of cars coming. I crossed the street in Atlanta a few years ago with no cars coming. I heard a loud whistle behind me. There was a cop. Told me I was jaywalking. Wanted to give me a $70 fine. I said, "Officer, I don't even live here." He said, "Well, I'm going to give you." I appreciate it. That was a good cop. Most cops are good when it comes to giving tickets. They know how to write them. They know how to take your money. I applaud them for that. And if we can somehow get them to help us when we're being robbed, that would be great too. It started raining once where I was at. I seen these two cops sitting in the car. And as it was raining, I walked over to them. I said, "Could you get my car and unlock it for me?" They looked up at me and said, "We're off duty. We can't be bothered." Well, hopefully they got off duty permanently eventually. My wife's car got stolen at Walmart. The paper said it was unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. Well, actually, it was unauthorized. We never told them they could take it. We never got it back. I asked the newspaper, "How come y'all didn't say the car was stolen?" They said, "Oh, we never report theft at Walmart. You know how many less customers they'd have?" Yeah, but I'd like my car back. My wife was pregnant when it happened. She called me all upset. I get to Walmart, there's a cop sitting there smiling by her car. First words out of his mouth was, "You'll never see that car again." Felt like punching him, but I didn't really want to go to jail. So I just let him rant on about idiocy that he was ranting on about. And that was the end of that. Some people say there's too many cops. I tend to agree. Sometimes. I got sick the other day. Had to pull over by the side of the road in the middle of nowhere and throw up. I was in the country on a Sunday afternoon. I get up, go to the front of the car. Before I can start to regurgitate, I hear a siren. There's a cop right there behind me. He jumps out and says, "You okay?" I said, "Where in the hell did you come from?" He said, "I just parked over there in the woods." Which makes me wonder, how often the cops park in the woods? Why are they in the woods to begin with? But I told him I was fine. I just had to throw up. And I really had to throw up after I saw him. But no, they do a good service, police too. There's a lot of good men and women. We need to help them, respect them. Try to outrun them if possible, if you can do it without getting caught. That's my thoughts.